everyone. I figured it was time for a bit of a catch-up. I have put a couple of videos up just recently, but I have had a bit of a gap because mostly I've been struggling with the technology, and it's another thing that happens with age, isn't it? That you do something and then you forget how you did it. So although I've figured out various ways of editing stuff, and I've done the lovely new title sequence which you'll have just have watched, I'm sure when I come to do that again I'll be like, I don't know how I did that. So yeah, you do forget how you do things. So I've been trying to sort of hone my editing skills a little bit, and then also been getting out and about a little bit more because lockdown has eased. So some of the restrictions, quite a lot of the restrictions have been lifted, so we've been able to get out. So I thought we'd just put together a little sequence of things to show you that have been actually happening. So I did put up a video of the online trek competition that we did, and I'm just, the cat is determined to help, aren't you? But when I put that video up, I didn't have the rosette, so I'm just going to pop in a little pic of those now. I tried really hard to do this video without the cat, but the cat is determined that he wants to be a star as well. So here is Flatters saying hello to everybody. Say hello, hello. So next on the agenda was the British Riding Club's NAF 5-star virtual eventing competition. They had literally hundreds of entrants. So we were among, in our class, in my class alone, I think there were 103. But every class had, I'm sure every class had over 100. So it was a huge competition. So we entered as a team, myself and a couple of friends, and then all the people in the teams were then entered as individuals as well. So we were really pleased with our result because we were placed 20th out of 69 teams, which was a good result. And also I came equal 22nd out of 103 in my class individually. So I was well pleased with that. So I'm just going to... We like to get out and relax as well, so we've done a couple of hacks, probably more than a couple. I've put a video of one of them where my friends came to me, and then I've just got a lovely little photo that I'm going to put in of Max when he made some new friends. The particular friend he's talking to in this photograph is called Robbie, because there are 4 of these little cows and they're called Take That. So each cow has a Take That name. This is the way my friend's brain works. So yeah, have a look at Robbie. With restrictions being lifted quite a lot, it's time to get Max back into proper work again. We've not stopped working through lockdown, as you'll know if you've watched some of my other videos, that I couldn't actually stop riding him because he was at risk of laminitis. He nearly came down with laminitis because of all the changes which took place when we went into lockdown. The fact that I didn't reduce his feed quickly enough, the fact that he was out eating a lot more than he would have been if I'd been riding him, all that kind of thing contributed to what nearly became laminitis. So it's a case of managing it. So I carried on riding him, but not in the same way. I'm doing a lot more groundwork and trekky things, which I've put videos up of. So yeah, time to get back into training, if you like. So we're back off. We did 2 sessions at the treadmill, the water treadmill, before we went into lockdown, which was a shame because you're not going to get really any benefit unless you do about 4. So we were halfway through and had to stop, so that was a bit of a waste of money. But we've started back again now, so here he is on his first session back. For my schooling sessions, now I can get out a little bit more. I'm still using my grass arena, which is actually here at the stable yard. But then I've started travelling back out to my friend Amanda's, who's got a beautiful new menage, and been training there, and also my other friends over the other side of the village where I live. We've been there a couple of times as well. Max is very familiar, and it's nice to get on a menage with a surface that you can work on. So here's a little bit of training. So this was a fairly normal training session, schooling session for us. I was also trying out a new app. I bought a Pivo tracking device which pairs to your phone, and so then you can film and it's supposed to track you. They've just added an auto zoom, and as you can see it gets quite confused. It zooms in and out. This is supposed to be a leg yield. Okay. So as you can see, it doesn't track me awfully well. It keeps losing me, trying to find me. Definitely loses me up this top end. And then when I come back into view, sometimes it picks me up. This is supposed to be a leg yield the other way. Again, not brilliant. He stops going forwards. If he goes sideways, he doesn't go forwards. I think I'm trying too hard. Been doing a lot of lateral work, and also trying to do some elementary stuff so that we're ready for our tests at elementary. So cantering. So you can see the app is doing all right at the moment. Some people have had a lot of trouble with it. It doesn't track them. It doesn't follow them at all. It spins. It moves away. We've been okay, and that's why he's wearing white boots and a white saddle pad, because it picks up contrasts and brightness better than anything else. But as you can see, it doesn't follow me around this top end. It's lost me completely. Okay, I'm going to a little bit of canter, which we're still learning really. He finds that quite hard. And then canter on the other rein. The Pivo app will be a wonderful training tool. It's so good to watch yourself back, to watch what's actually going on, what felt right might not look right, and vice versa. But it is really, really useful. I just need to practice it a bit more. They tell you to put it at X in the middle of the arena. I haven't done that yet. I've always put it on the end. I might try various things with it. Okay, so simple change. Again, still learning. And there's another one coming up, because we do a serpentine type thing in our elementary dressage to music with simple changes when we change the leg. So coming up to what should be, I think, a medium trot. Bit of head waggling going on there, not really a medium trot. And it's lost us, and it's zooming out to try and find us. Oh, where have we gone? Oh, there we are. Oh, we'll be back in a minute. Oh, there we are. Medium trot the other way. And then I think we're just going to come down the centre line to finish off. Training yourself is all well and good, but if you can get out and have a lesson with your favourite trainer or instructor, that's going to really boost you up again as well. So we did that. We went to Lincoln Equestrian Centre, which is about 45 minutes away from the yard. Had a lesson with our trainer Joe Winfield, and I would like to say we had a great time. It was lovely to use a great big arena, but Max, oh dear Max, we didn't have a particularly good day. I have put a video up called Lesson Time, which is all about that day, so you can go and have a look at that if you like. But we're trying to train for elementary, so we're trying to do things like leg heel particularly, shoulder in, all that kind of stuff, which we're going to need at some point. So yeah, it's quite a hard and painful road, and sometimes I think you forget how slow the progress can be with horses. But if you want to have a look at that, check out the video called Lesson Time. And then back here at the yard, various things have been going on, as I expect a lot of you with yards or at your stables where you go will have swallows. So yes, we've got swallows. Despite this little terror here, we do have swallows. They're about to fledge, I think. They're that sort of size. They did fall out of the nest a couple of times, twice. The one that fell out the first time, I put it back. As I was putting it back, it fell off I was trying to put it in with a trowel, and it fell off the trowel back on the floor. I don't know how it survived, and I don't know if it survived, but I did pop it back in the nest. So it's lovely to see them back. And then also the lone horse, Dakota, the Palomino, who you might have seen, I've restarted his flu jabs. He was up to date with his tetanus, but he wasn't up to date with his flu. And that might be all well and good, you could say, because he never goes out anywhere, does anything. But the point is that Max does go out, so Max could bring something back, and I would hate for that to happen. So I've restarted his flu jabs, and he had his second jab and reacted to it quite badly, as you can see from these pictures. And of course, these things always happen at the weekend, don't they? So he had the jab on the Friday. By Sunday, he was looking like that. So it was a call to the vet. It was a dash over to the vets for antibiotics and bute, which I didn't have. I normally do have some bute knocking around, but I didn't. So I had to go and get that. And thank goodness he did react well to those, and it all went down. The vet said it would be 5 to 7 days, and it was, but it did go down. And the only reason I was so worried was because I had a horse in the past that reacted to that really, really badly, to a flu jab, and in the same place, his chest, and his whole chest got infected, and the whole lot virtually fell off. It was disgusting. So that's why I was a little bit paranoid. He probably would have been fine, but I didn't want to risk it. So that's about it, really. We're out, we're working hard, training, schooling, doing little competitions. There's other online things coming up. We're doing an online team trek very soon. We are doing an online dressage competition, which is being run by a local riding club. Those are the things in the pipeline. Oh yes, and I've got another session with the same trainer at Lincoln again, but this time we're going for the whole day, and we're going to have a lesson in the morning, then have some lunch and stuff, and then run through our dressage to music things in the afternoon. So that'll be fun. So I'll do a bit of filming on that day as well. So lots of things to look forward to. If the weather would just cheer up, that would be wonderful. But thank you for watching. See you again soon. Say bye, Flatters. Bye, Flatters.